Hello, 大家好. Welcome back to Anita Real Chinese. I'm so happy to see you guys again. Thank you so much for following me. So today is another Chinese speaking practice video, but today we're going to actually be focusing on one topic. And under this topic, I will have 5 questions. Each question will relate to some interesting and practical words and phrases that you can use. So today's topic is 运动和健身。运动和健身。So 运动 doing sports. 和 and 健身 to work out. So they're actually pretty similar. Okay, those two words. 运动健身。Okay, so now let's get started. 第一个问题 question number 1. 你一周大概健身多少次？你一周大概健身多少次？ So here from this sentence we have a critical word. 健身 we just learned means to work out. 健身. So in this question, first pause the video and see if you can understand. 你一周大概健身多少次？ Okay, so the question is asking about in a week, how many times do you roughly do exercise? Okay, so 你 you 一周 means 1 week. 一周大概 here 大概 means roughly. In general, like 大概 like roughly. 健身 workout. 多少次 here means how many times. 多少次. Okay, so based on your own situation, what is the answer? You can pause the video and try to answer. Okay, now I'll give you my answer. 我一周大概健身3次。我一周大概健身3次。Okay, so I just said I work 3 times a week, roughly. Okay, so you can also give me your answer. For example, if you work like twice a week would be 一周2次。一周2次。Okay, so 我一周健身2次。Interesting enough, when you say twice a week, unlike in English. So first you say 1 week and then you say twice. So 一周2次 like this. 一周2次 okay. So, but if I want to say I do something, for example, twice a week, and then I'll put this action in the middle. Okay, so in this case is 一周健身2次. So my action is 健身, put it in the middle. 一周健身2次 like this. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. Question number 2. 你请过私教吗？你请过私教吗？ Okay, so in this sentence, okay, you can first pause it and see if you can understand or answer yourself. Okay, so in this question, we have a critical word here, 私教. 私教. Okay, so 私教 is actually the short form of 私人教练. 私人教练. Okay, so 私人 means private. So here, 私 stands for 私人, so means private. And 教练 means coach, like a personal trainer. Okay, so here, 教 stands for 教练. So here we can just say 私教 refer to private coach or personal trainer. So the question is asking, 你请过. Okay, here we have a verb 请. Okay, so 请, many people know that 请 means please. Okay, but also 请 can mean to invite. Okay, to invite or to get. Okay, for example, like you get a tutor. Okay, so you get a trainer. In this kind of scenario, you would use 请. Okay, 请. So here is 请过. 过 is like have you done this? So have you invited? 你请过私教吗? Okay, 吗 is just a remark at the end. It's a question. So the question is to ask if you have invited, if you have got a private trainer before. Okay, so you can pause the video and answer. Okay, and the answer could be two kinds. The first would be 请过. Okay, so here you repeat. 请过 means yes, I have done that. I have invited. 请过. Okay, so if the second case like no, you would say 没有. Okay, you can also say 没有请过, but usually you just say 没有. Okay, so here I want to give a tip about 没有. A lot of people learn it as don't have, like I don't have something. So why do you use 没有 in this case? So 没有 can also say I haven't done something. Okay, so I haven't had this experience. Means like 没有. So in this case is 没有. I haven't had the experience of inviting a private coach. Okay, so now let's move to third question. 第三个问题. Okay. 你们国家的审美是怎样的? Okay, so this is a long question. So let's listen to it again. 你们国家的审美是怎样的? 审美 here means beauty standard. 审美. We all know that 美 okay, sounds familiar. It means beautiful or beauty. And if you want to call like a beautiful lady, we can call her as 美女, beautiful woman, 美女. Okay, so here we have 审美, beauty standard. 你们国家的审美. Okay, so 国家, country. 国家. 你们, your guys or you, plural. Your countries, 你们国家的审美 your country's beauty standard. 你们国家的审美是 is 怎样的 Okay, so 怎样 actually is the short form of 怎么样 means how. 怎样你们国家的审美是怎样的 So how is your country's beauty standard? So what is your country's beauty standard? You can pause the video and try to answer. Okay, so 在中国 in China, okay, 审美是瘦和白. Okay, so I'm only talking about what most people think, but I also think the beauty standard in China has been changing since the younger generation. They adore more in diversity. Okay, but I'm just gonna use this more stereotype one to answer. 中国的审美是瘦和白. Okay, so China's beauty standard. 瘦 means skinny. Okay, 瘦 or slim. 和白 and 白 means white. So a lot of people like to have a whiter skin. Okay. But now also I think the beauty standards are getting more diverse. 审美多元化. 审美多元化 beauty standard diverse. Diversity would be 多元化. 多元化. Okay, so personally speaking, I adore all kinds of beauty. I think diversity is the most beautiful thing in the world. Now let's move to number 4. 第四个问题, the fourth question. Okay. 你经常撸铁吗? 你经常撸铁吗? Okay, so here, you can pause the video for now and try to answer. We have a critical word here. 撸铁. 撸铁. Okay, so this is a very trendy word. Actually means lifting weights. 撸铁. 经常 is a frequency word. Often. 经常 So, do you often lift weights? 你经常撸铁吗？ Okay. So the answer can be 有时 sometimes, or 经常 often. Or you can just say 不怎么撸铁 Okay, so 不怎么 is like not really. 不怎么撸铁 Okay. So what about you? In your case, 你经常撸铁吗? You can leave a comment. You know, 撸铁 is a great way to build your muscle. I think a lot of guys love it. So tell me your frequency of lifting weights. 撸铁. Okay, now let's move to the next question. 第5个问题 Question number 5. 你更喜欢有氧运动还是无氧运动？你更喜欢有氧运动还是无氧运动？ So here we have 更喜欢 A 还是 B? So do you prefer A or B? So you choose one of them. So here the A is 有氧运动 B 无氧运动 So here is to ask if you prefer 有氧运动 or 无氧运动 Okay, so what exactly are they? So we just said at the beginning 运动 to exercise. So those are 2 different kinds of exercise. Okay, so 有氧运动 is like the exercise that you need oxygen. Okay, like cardio exercise. For example, 跑步 running. Okay, 游泳 swimming. Okay, those are 有氧运动。无氧运动 is the opposite, that exercise that does not really require a lot of oxygen. For example, things that train your strengths. Okay, so 力量训练 to train your strengths. And also, as we said earlier, 撸铁 weightlifting is a kind of 无氧运动. Okay, so in your case, 你更喜欢有氧运动还是无氧运动? You can pause the video and answer. Okay, so in my case, 我更喜欢有氧运动。我更喜欢有氧运动。I prefer exercise with oxygen, like running, swimming. Okay, so even though I don't swim, but I prefer 有氧运动。Okay. 好，那 what about you? What about you? So you can say 我更喜欢无氧运动。我更喜欢无氧运动。Okay, so if you prefer the latter one. And if you want to say I like them both. Okay, so 我都喜欢。我都喜欢。So here, 都 it can mean like both, or just to emphasize, like I like both. 我都喜欢。Okay, so if you just want to say like I'm not a big fan of doing sport, you know, I'm not a sporty person, you can just say 都不喜欢。都不喜欢。Okay, so both don't like. So I like neither of them. Okay, so guys, how well did you do? 做得怎么样？做得怎么样？ Okay, so are those questions difficult for you? Could you understand them? Could you give your answer? Okay, so you can tell me and leave them in the comments. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you about your feedback. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. 谢谢. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.